Today I thought I'd talk a bit about change. After all, my headline, Paul Hill Change. Make sense? As humans, we often find ourselves resistant to change, even when it's potentially beneficial or necessary for growth. This reluctance to embrace change is deeply ingrained in our psychology and can be attributed to various factors, both psychological and neurological. So let's start with comfort zone and familiarity. One of the primary reasons humans resist change is our inherent preference for familiarity and comfort. The familiar provides a sense of security and predictability, whereas change introduces uncertainty and unknown outcomes. Our brains are wired to seek stability and minimize perceived threats, leading us to gravitate towards the familiar, even if it means staying in situations that may not be optimal. Change often involves stepping into the unknown, which triggers feelings of fear and anxiety. Our minds tend to catastrophize potential negative outcomes, leading us to focus on what could go wrong rather than considering the potential benefits of change. This fear of the unknown can paralyze us and prevent us from taking necessary risks or pursuing new opportunities. Loss of control. Change disrupts our sense of control over our lives, which can be unsettling. Humans have a natural tendency to seek autonomy and mastery over their environment, and change can challenge these feelings of control, whether it's a change in personal circumstances or external factors beyond our control. The loss of perceived control can evoke feelings of helplessness and resistance. Cognitive bias. Cognitive biases, such as status quo bias and loss aversion, further reinforce our resistance to change. Status quo bias refers to our tendency to prefer things to remain the same unless the incentive to change is significantly compelling. Loss aversion bias causes us to place greater emphasis on avoiding losses than acquiring gains, making us more resistant to changes that involve potential losses, even if the overall outcome is positive. Emotional attachment. We develop emotional attachments to people, places, routines and professions, making it difficult to let go and embrace change. Whether it's a sentimental attachment to a familiar environment or the emotional bonds formed with loved ones, the prospect of change can evoke feelings of grief, nostalgia, or even separation anxiety. Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance occurs when individuals experience psychological discomfort resulting from conflicting beliefs, attitudes, or behaviours. Change often challenges existing beliefs or requires us to confront inconsistencies in our worldview, triggering cognitive dissonance. To alleviate this discomfort, individuals may resist change or rationalise their reluctance through justifications or denial. So how do we overcome resistance to change? While resistance to change is a natural part of human psychology, there are strategies to mitigate its impact and facilitate smoother transitions, which are more especially powerful in hypnosis. Acknowledge emotions. Recognize and validate the emotions associated with change, such as fear, anxiety, or sadness. Accepting these feelings allows for greater self-awareness and emotional regulation. Focus on the positive. Shift your perspective by focusing on the potential benefits of change rather than dwelling on perceived drawbacks. Identifying opportunities for growth, learning, and personal development can motivate you to embrace change more willingly. Take small steps. Break down larger changes into smaller, manageable steps, making the process less overwhelming and more achievable. Celebrate progress along the way to maintain momentum and build confidence. Seek support. Surround yourself with a supportive network of friends, family, or professionals who can provide encouragement, guidance, and perspective during times of change. Sharing experiences and seeking advice from others can alleviate feelings of isolation and uncertainty. Practice adaptability. Cultivate adaptability by embracing a growth mindset and viewing changes as an opportunity for learning and adaptation. Flexibility and resilience are essential qualities for navigating the inevitable changes and challenges of life. Visual success. Use visualization techniques to imagine yourself successfully navigating the changes and achieving your goals. Visualizing positive outcomes can boost confidence and motivation, making it easier to embrace change. A good friend had real problems visualizing anything. I'm all about words and the power that they have. I said, why not use pretend instead of visualize? Talk about the penny dropping, self-care. Prioritize self-care activities such as exercise, mindfulness and relaxation techniques to manage stress and maintain emotional well-being during times of change. Taking care of your physical and mental health enhances resilience and facilitates coping with change more effectively. By understanding the psychological factors underlying resistance to change and implementing strategies to address them, individuals can overcome their aversion to change and embrace new opportunities for growth, learning, and personal fulfillment. While change may be daunting, it also offers the possibility of transformation and renewal, ultimately enriching our lives and expanding our horizons. Paul Hill, Change.